right here on the Rich Eisen Show, the Matchural himself, Matt Ryan. How are you, Matt?
I'm doing great. I got to tell you a funny story about the Matchual Man. We
Please.
have a guy who works for our organization, Brian Bosek, whose dad made a T-shirt that says the Matchual starring Matty Ice on it. And I think he only made one or two of them, but we've got one of them saved, and it's coming your way. So
size
you're
large,
have that
sir.
T-shirt to wear soon.
Size large. Okay.
Size large. We got it.
Now,
you're all squared away. It's pretty sweet.
So what you're saying is it's catching on, is what you're telling me.
It's catching on. It's catching fire. I was impressed when I saw it. As soon as I saw it, I said, I got to get this to Rich.
So this just shows, but you knew this, that hard work and determination eventually pays off, no matter how long you keep at it.
It might take time. It might take time, and you got to really work at it, but you've done that, and I think you're seeing the fruits of your labor.
Well, not yet. The package has got to arrive, but then we'll do that.
Arrive. That's right.
Do you get anything, by the way, for being Player of the Week? Do you get a certificate or something? Do you get something?
I don't know. I think a pat on the back, maybe. I think that's about it. I don't think you get anything else. If not, somebody's been taking whatever I've been getting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me ask you the most often asked question you've gotten this season, Matt. I'll give you two choices. Okay, one is what's different this year with the Falcons? That's one, or two. Why aren't there enough people respecting the Falcons? Which one do you have there, Matt?
I think I've gotten the first one probably more. What's different? What's different with you guys this year? And I think the simple answer is we're better.
Okay.
We're a little bit better than we were last year. And the reason being, I think we're a deeper team. I know offensively we're deeper. We've got more guys who can contribute, and we've taken much better care of the ball this year. We turned the football over too much last year, and it's been a huge point of emphasis. I think we finished the season with 11 turnovers as an offense, and that's taking care of the ball pretty well.
Yeah, and then obviously there's the relationship between you and your offensive coordinator and Kyle Shanahan. We had this incredible piece that you were kind enough to sit down for with Mike Silver a couple of weeks ago that we aired this past Sunday, just going back and forth with you and him about what the communication is and how the play calling is. All that said, it does appear that this is going to be your last rodeo with him, that he's going to get a gig somewhere else. How is that at all weighing on anything between you and he?
Yeah, I don't think it's not weighing on me at all. I think one thing that I've learned throughout my career is that worrying about, what's going to go on, 6 months from now or this off season, your focus is in the wrong spot. And I think Kyle's very much the same way. He's a great coach, and I hope he gets an opportunity. But I think right now for me and for him, we're both focused on the same thing and trying to maximize this opportunity that we have in front of us.
So what are you focused on? I mean, what do you think about when you hang up the phone or you're driving in your car or you're hanging out with your family with this major opportunity sitting right there in front of you, Matt?
Well, I think this week, with it being a bye week, I think it's about, personal improvement. It's that's kind of one of the things that Dan Quinn has challenged all the players on, is that when we get onto the practice field and when we're in our meetings and, going through this week, not to worry so much about who we're going to see or play or any of those things. Just focus on one or two things that we can get better at, that we can improve on. And I think that's been a good message, and I think guys have bought into that. And so that's kind of where my focus has been this week.
And in terms of focus, I mean, that's been part of the conversation nationally as to what the Giants, what Eli Manning was asked yesterday about his receivers. I mean, what would you think if a bunch of your teammates that that you need to be on the same page with decided to go off on a 36-hour vacation the very week that you're traveling to Green Bay to play a playoff game?
Yeah, I mean that's one of those things. I think when guys get downtime, it's up to them to choose what to do with their downtime. It doesn't bother me as much, probably as maybe some other people. But at the same time, it's not something that I would choose to do. But different people, what works for other people, may or may not work for me. And that's something that I've learned, throughout my career too, is that, different things fuel different guys' fire. and you have to let people have downtime when they need it.
But is the NFL a true 24/7, 365 focus machine in order to succeed? Because that's the way it's viewed outside. I'm wondering if you would agree that you have to be all about it in order to win it.
Well, I do. I think you have to be all about it, but I think a certain part of playing and performing well is disconnecting, and what can sometimes be seen as, maybe not being locked in or any of those things can actually help you. I mean, it's like with anything. Sometimes you just need a break from whatever your profession is. You just need a little bit of time away, a little bit of time to recharge the batteries. And what recharges the batteries for everyone is different. I know for me it's rest and it's chilling, but for some other people it might be different things.
Yeah, I mean, how do you disconnect? What do you do? Do you watch TV? What do you do?
Yeah, right now I'm kind of binge watching with my wife. We're going through 7 seasons of Shameless, which that's kind of where we're at. 1 or 2 episodes a night, man. That's kind of our disconnect right now.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, I guess Shameless does have something to do with the National Football League in certain levels. I mean, there's a lot of shameless things that goes on, but that is
no question. I've had some moments where I've needed to be shameless myself. There can be some pretty embarrassing moments.
Yeah. So are you enjoying it? You're liking it?
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm not going to lie to you. We're like 4 seasons in, and there's some really interesting storylines. Some things that I did not see the show going in one direction, and it has. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we've enjoyed it. I'd recommend it. Yeah. If you get a chance, check it out.
Yeah, I mean, there's no more, I guess, it's an interesting situation between you and a spouse when you're watching something for the 6th straight time or 6 straight episodes, and then you've got that clock counting down 10, 9, 8, 7. You look at each other like, we can do this again?
Netflix is just judging you as it comes on. Are you going to watch this one more time?
I'm just wondering
do something with your life.
If there's ever one time that you watch so many episodes that there's a note from Netflix saying, really? Really? You got nothing else going on?
I know it. I feel like it judges me when it comes back on. Do you want to continue watching? And you're like, I think they're sending us a message. Maybe we should stop.
That's funny. Matt Ryan here on the Rich Eisen Show. Do you think at any point in time, though, at this point, about the ultimate, though? Do you daydream, think about that moment of holding that trophy and confetti coming down? Do you allow yourself to go to that spot, Matt, at all?
I think that's more during the off season for me. I feel like visualization and envisioning that during the off season and preparing yourself for that is really important and a good thing. I think more so this time of the year, I think it's so week to week and just trying to accomplish the task at hand that week. I think you're more big pictured as you're preparing during the off season, and then your scope gets a little bit smaller as the season goes on. So at this time of the year, it's just, really it's just about getting better this week, and then whoever our opponent is, trying to get that one done next week.
Yeah, and then you successfully make the Super Bowl. It's possible that you walk out of that, you close the doors of the Georgia Dome in that way too. I mean, obviously you may have to go to Dallas if all things work out to seed, but I mean, this is a big farewell tour potentially also for that building when you think about it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool with it being the last year for the Georgia Dome and for there to be a playoff game to kind of send it out. Hopefully we can send it out in the right way with a win and close that building the right way.
Yeah, I saw Vic was there, right, for the final regular season game. You saw Mike was there?
It was cool. I saw Mike coming out of our locker room at halftime. They did a nice celebration for some of the former players that have made a big impact in the Georgia Dome. And it was cool. I got to see Mike walking out of there. Mike's been so supportive of me throughout my career here in Atlanta, and that's really helped. I mean, he coming in and replacing him at the time that I came in, his support meant a lot.
What do you do? I mean, just expound on that a little bit more. What do you do, Mike?
He just encouraged. I mean, honestly, every time that I got a chance to meet him, I mean, he was friends with some of the guys that I played with early on, and just getting to know him and running into him in different situations, just him saying, like, I'm proud of you, you're doing a good job, that kind of stuff. Meant a lot to me.
Last one for you, Matt. If you had an MVP vote, who would you give it to?
Oh man, it's got to be somebody on our team. I mean, Vic Beasley's been really impressive.
Nice.
But some of the guys around the league have done a great job. Tom Brady, 28-2. That's a pretty good year. The way he's come back, and Aaron Rodgers has been really impressive down the stretch. So there's a lot of good guys. I'm glad I don't have to vote.
Yeah, but you want it though, right, Mike? Come on, let's talk. You would like it.
I mean, yeah, you'd love to have it. There's no getting away from that. I mean, but it sounds. I don't think it'd be a natural thing to do to vote for yourself on air.
Look at you deflecting and also just getting me back in the fold like that. Look at you, man. That's next level material. That's why you are the natural. You did that so naturally as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, all right. So here's the deal. You send me the shirt, and if you want, send me Dion's banner. Because before they close that building, just to make sure, because I think I assume they're gonna. He didn't, that's the house he built. I'm assuming they're still going to bring it to the other house, even though he didn't build that one.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not sure if it'll be the exact same banner or what they're going to do.
Okay.
But, he'll definitely get recognized in the Mercedes-Benz Dome.
Thanks, Matt. Good luck to you throughout the playoffs, and I hope to speak to you down the road shortly.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.